Biafra Security Administration website is www.biafrasecurityadministration.org. biafrasecurityadministration.org.org. And the website is open. I'm going to do this presentation as a first-time user, someone who's coming here for the first time to navigate through the website. So you may be wondering, what is the first step one can take now that the website is open? So we encourage everyone here present and those who are going to watch it later, please, once you get to your website, take your time, scroll down, read through the contents on the first page, called the home page. It will give you kind of an overview of what this website is all about, to prepare your heart and your mind as to what you are coming here to do. So this is the first step. Review the entire home page first. After that, what you need to do is, if you have the time, go through these other menus here: services, application forms, event, who we are, and under who we are, we have about us, gallery, contact, overview, and then we have the login and the register. But in case if you don't want to go through all these things, you want to shorten your time, what you need to do next after reviewing the home page is to come to this register button. At the top right, register button. Click on it, and the registration page will open. So I'm going to practically demonstrate how the registration process goes. So first thing you do is you put your first name and your last name, put your email address and your phone number. Then you input the password of your choice. And repeat the password again in the next box. And then you click on register. You can see that the registration is done. And there's a message here that says, please check your email inbox or spam folder for verification instructions. This is compulsory that you read this. If after creating an account, you do not read this, or you do not do what this notification says, it means you will never be able to log into this system. Now, having seen this notification that we should check our email inbox or spam folder, I'm going back to my email. And you can see there, there's a verification email sent to me by Biafra Security Administration, and I'm going to open it. It says, "Dear Prince Egu, thank you for registering with Biafra Security Administration. To complete your registration and start using our services, please verify your email address by clicking the link below." And the link is in this green button here, where it says, click here to verify. And I'm going to click there. You can see on the screen that my verification is completed. And it says, thank you for creating an account on Biafra Security Administration. So having gotten here, what do I need to do now? There's also a button there that says back to login. Now I'm going to tap on it. It takes me back to the login page. Now I can use my email address and my password, which I used when I created the account, to now log in. And you can see that it's successful. I'm right in my account dashboard, my user account dashboard. This is the process to register an account and then be able to verify your account through your email. And then you log in and it brings you to your user dashboard. And if you are looking at the screen, you can see that there's a pop-up message here. this pop-up message here. It says, do you want to go to the application forms? I can decide to say yes. I can decide to say no. That is my choice. Your choice could be different from mine. But in case if you are not able to see this thing, there's another way you can access your forms. So you come back here. At the left top corner of your dashboard, under dashboard, you see there's a button there that says apply here. When you click on apply here button, it takes you to the overview page. This overview page, we encourage all of you, please take your time. Do not rush to go to the application form to start. Please take your time, go through all the information here. It's not that too big. In it, you are going to see a whole lot of information that will benefit you. To help you to have a successful application process. Do's and don'ts are there. The type of passport required or not is there. For example, you can see here, Nigerian passport is not acceptable means of identification. So if you do not read these things, you may not be able to know some of these things. And then you'll get stuck when you're doing your application. And when you scroll down, you can see there's a button that says, I have read and agreed to above shown overview and privacy. You have to tap on it to show that you accept it. Remember, you must read all these overview and privacy statement contained in this page. Do not go and click, I have read and agree, so that you can quickly rush to the application page and then start your application. We are going to encounter a lot of issues. Questions will be popping up in your head, which you would like to find answers. Maybe that time you may not get somebody that will respond to you immediately. That's why it's essential that you go through this overview page. It's very important. That's why we are emphasizing it several times here now. After accepting that, click on submit. Then the application page will open. See the application forms. We have two types of application forms here. The ID card application form and the non-ID card application form. When you come to the ID card application form section, there are 6 forms there total. We have type A form, which is the regular form for ID card application. And it says, this application form is for Biafrans in diaspora with a valid ID who did not significantly support the Biafra liberation through service or financially. So when you read this and you ask yourself, do I fall in this category? If the answer is yes, please select this type of form and begin your application process. If no, read through the next one, type B, special status ID card application form. Use this form if you're a Biafran who supports Biafra liberation financially. You must provide receipt, or via service, you must provide evidence. If you realize that also you do not fall in this category, move to the next one, type C, Biafra Republic Government in Ezza officials ID card application form. Take note, this application form for ID card is strictly for Biafra officials serving under Biafra Republic Government in Ezza. You must be a BRGIE official. So definitely most of you know that this one is not for you. So you have to move to the next one, type D1. On the type D1, which is the 12 years and under, ID card application form for minors. So this one is for those who are 12 years and under. So if you have a child, be it a boy, be him a boy, or she's a girl, but from 12 years and under, she falls or he falls under this category, this form is for them, for their ID card. We have the type D2 for 13 years to 17 years application form. So if your children falls, any of your children falls into this category, 13 years to 17 years, this one is for them. We have the type D3. This one is for Biafrans with asylum status for their ID card application. So if you're in any country around the world, and you are there utilizing your asylum status, or you are still applying to get your asylum status approved, please, this ID card application form is for you. Now, coming down to the non-ID card application form, we have the type D4. This type D4 is for Biafrans in the homeland. You remember, a few months ago, our Prime Minister was talking about our database system. If you are in the homeland, please, this type D4 form, application form, is for you. Now we have the last one, type D5. The type D5 is general application form to register as a Biafran. Note, this application form is for Biafra citizens living outside Biafra territory who wish to register themselves in the database only and do not need ID card. So if you are living in Nigeria territory, this one is also for you. If you are living in any African country and you do not wish to get the ID card, this one is for you. Remember, this type D5 is for Biafra citizens living outside Biafra territory who wish to register themselves in the database only and do not need ID card. So this is all about the type of application forms we have here. So when you navigate here, please take your time. Do not rush. Any of the process involved in this, do not rush. We encourage you, please do not rush. Take your time. Make sure you read everything. Let's make this very clear. If you are in this application form sections and you have any challenges, please, you can see bottom right of my screen where my mouse is now. There's a help button there. When you tap on it, someone will respond to you with whatever concern, question you have, instantly, immediately. So make good use of it when you are filling the form or when you get to a stage you are having difficulties and you need answer to your question. Please utilize this button here. Now, let's see how the form system works. So let's say I come here right now and I realize that I fall into category of type A application form. I click on it. The application form will open. And you see there's a pop-up message there that says, would you like to view your completed forms? Because I have not filled any form already before, I'm going to select no, so that I can fill a fresh form. So for anyone who has filled a form before, they wants to go back to edit it. Once you open this particular form, if this is the type you filled before, that pop-up message will appear that will ask you, do you want to go back to the one you filled before? If you accept and click yes, it will take you to that place for you to make any changes you need. Now, this is type A regular application form. This is how it looks. First section there is applicant's personal information, and this field is mandatory. This part is a must that everyone will fill it if you select this type A application form. The first section, applicant's personal information part, is a must. You cannot skip it. Applicant's contact information is a must. You cannot skip it. Let's take note. This application is for an ID card. So whatever information you put here, make sure that you are inputting correct information, because that exact information will be used when designing and printing of your ID card is required. So ensure that every information you select here or input here is absolutely correct. Take note of that. Now, applicant's identification details. Once you reach here, this place will require what kind of ID card you have, be it a passport, be it national ID card, be it driver's license. Depending on the one you choose, you are going to upload a copy of it. Now, having reached to this extent, let's say I'm filling this form and I get to the point that says I select passport as my form of identity document I want to upload, and I select to upload the front side, which is the biometric part of that passport ID. When you click on this choose file, that is the place you are going to click on to upload that your ID document, be it passport, driver license, or national ID card. But please, one may be wondering, how will the ID card or the passport document look like so that when you upload it, the administrator will be able to approve it when they see it? Now I'm going to show you sample. Okay. So as you're looking on the screen, you can see a sample of an ID. This is not a passport ID. And this is not a driver's license. We can call it diplomatic passport, or it could be national identity card, depending on the country where you are applying from. If you have the country's national identity card, please make sure that you have a piece of paper dropped on a table. Take that your ID card or your passport and drop it on top of that white paper, and then take a picture of it with your phone or whatever device you are using. Please, this is very important because you want to maintain a clean, clear database with accurate, clean, clear information, and that includes the documents. So you have to make your document appear very neat so that when administrators are reviewing it, you will be able to say, yes, this is what we want. And once the information is in the database, whatever decisions the government want to make tomorrow, they can be able to easily identify your face, the information in your document or your ID card, and then make decisions fast instead of reaching out to you or something else. Now, I'm going to click on the next one. What if you are using a passport? How will it look like? The same way, place your passport wide open. The biometric part should be clearly visible as you are seeing on the screen. This is very important, please. Place your passport, make sure that it is wide open so that every information will be clearly seen. Take a picture of it and use it for your application. As well, you can place it on a table, but that table should be as clear as you can see here. Make sure that it is wide open so that administrators will be able to see it very well. So this is the type of ID or passport copy we would like everyone to upload in the system, not the other way around. Please, let's take note of this. Now, let me go back to the application form. As you scroll down, you see applicant's parent information. Then let me talk about the do you have a spouse section. So if you have a wife or you're a wife and you have a husband, please click yes. If you click yes, the option for you to fill your spouse information will pop up. If no, it will not show, and you can continue with your registration or application. The same thing with do you have children? If you click yes, you will have option to input your children information. This add button here is for you to add extra. In case if you want to add maybe two more children, you can use that add button to add more children there. If you don't have any child, please leave it at no. Now, applicant's parent information. This place, we need your parents' information here. Whether they are in the homeland or not or outside of the homeland, please ensure that you input their information, your father's information, your mother's information. Do you have siblings? If yes, the option to put your siblings' information will show, as you can see. If not, click no. We will need your homeland information. And this homeland information section is about your next of kin. So we have next of kin 1. The next of kin 1 contact information. If you want to add more, you can click on add more to see next of kin 2 and their contact information. Remember, this is very important. If you like, you can only use 1 next of kin. There's no problem with that. The reason is because if you find yourself in any country and there's an issue, you experience something horrible there, and your ID card is found, we can easily use the ID card information to trace information about you in the database to identify who you are, who your next of kin are, who your family members, who they are, so that we can reach out to them easily to assist. We have the social media handle part. Just put your social media name or username, just your username there. That one you can decide to put 1, 2, 3, that is your choice. Now on the language part, we want you to select your local language. For example, I want to select Igbo. Igbo is there. I click Igbo. What is my proficiency in speaking Igbo? I can select 10 because I can speak Igbo very well. So you can select as many languages as you want. So depending on if you want, you can also select French, Arabic, or whichever one you want, so that it will help the government to know who you are, where you come from, and what tribe you are from. Remember, Biafra is made up of United Nations. It's not just a one nation. It's made up of different nations, and that's why all these different nations are united to be called one United States of Biafra. After that, you come to the declaration part. Make sure that you select this, you tick this box. Tick all of them. But make sure you read before you tick. And now coming to the upload passport photograph. This place, we need your picture. We've seen some people who has done application. They use their phone to take selfie and they upload. That is very wrong. Or they tell somebody, please snap me a picture and they upload. That is also very wrong. Let's remember, we want to maintain a clean, clear database system. Now, having reached here, one may be wondering, then what type of passport picture should I upload? Let me show you sample. So looking on the screen now, you can see the lady's face. You can see the lady's eyes and eyeballs. You can see that she's not opening her teeth for us to see. You can see as well that her dress and grooming is very nice. Please, we want you to do the same. Upload for us picture that look similar, and you will not have any issue. You can as well upload picture that looks like this. We want to see your face. We also want to see how you look, your eyes, your eyeballs. You can decide to put a little smiley face or not. That is your choice. But don't smile too much because you are going to spoil the picture. You can as well decide to do it this way or this way or this way. But remember, we don't want all these unnecessary background pictures of your room, your table, your chair, your kitchen, and things like that. Please, we don't want it. If you have a white wall, stay there and take the picture, or give it to somebody to take picture that will be of this size and shape. Now, what pictures could be wrong pictures? You can see here. This picture is wrong. There's nothing we can do with this kind of picture if you upload this type of picture for us. So take note, we don't need this type of picture being uploaded as your passport photograph. It's very wrong. Look at this one as well. You can see the teeth. Please, we don't want to see your teeth. Look at the eyes. We cannot see the eyeballs. The eye, as you are smiling, your eyes will be closed. So this one is not acceptable kind of passport photograph. Take note. We've shown you the accepted type, and we've now shown you the ones that we do not accept. Please take note of that. Now let me go back to the form. Now, having reached here, you can see after you upload your passport photograph, the correct size and shape, you have the option to sign. What you are seeing here, choose signature type. When you click on it, you have two options. If you are using a mobile phone, it will be easier for you to choose live signature. If you are using a tablet or laptop with screen touch ability, please select the live signature so that you'll be able to use your finger or your stylo pen to be able to sign your signature in this box here, this white box here. Another option is for you to upload your signature. So how can you do that? Please, once you get here, you click on upload. You are going to see this option to choose file. But what type of file are you going to choose? This is how you are going to do it. Take a white paper, okay? Take your pen, sign your signature on that white paper. For those who don't know how to sign signature using pen, please take a white paper, clear white, bring ink, place your finger on it, and then use it to stamp on that white paper, and your thumbprint will be there. Thumbprint is accepted as a means of signature. So you can use either your signed signature with pen on a white paper, or you can just use your thumbprint, dip it in an ink, and then dip it back on that piece of paper, and your thumbprints will be on that paper, as we used to do in our primary school days. After that, you are going to click on submit. If you don't want to submit, you can save. But we advise that you click submit. Once you click submit, it's going to take you to the Jumio verification page. Take note. Some people, when they get here and they submit, and it takes them to the Jumio verification page, they close it and go. Please, when you do that, your verification, your application will not be seen by administrators at all. So we can be able to see your application forms that you have filled them and submitted them successfully, unless you go through Jumio verification process. During that process, Jumio is going to verify your face, match it with your ID document type. So when you are filling this form, if you use your driver's license, during Jumio verification, also use the same driver's license. It's very important. Take note of this. If you use your passport document, when you are doing the Jumio verification, please also use the same document, passport ID document for your verification, because Jumio is going to use your face, match it on that ID card, that type of document you uploaded, and then be able to scan them to see if your face matches the face on that passport or on that driver license or on that national ID card. And then it's going to come back to your form at the top here. At the top here, where it says applicant identification, where you uploaded your passport first, or your national ID card or your driver's license, is going to come back and check if that is also the document you uploaded there. Mesh it together to see if you are saying the truth or you are lying. But one may be wondering, why do we have to go through Jumio verification? Because already people are complaining that they don't find it easy and things like that. Please note, still, we want to maintain accurate, clear, clean database with correct information of people who claim they are who they are. Now, let's see a short video, please.
So let's just look at how fraud has evolved over the years. As I mentioned earlier on, we see fraud on a daily basis across multiple fraud vectors. This is a relatively simple set of attacks. This is where the fraudster superimposes text. On the left-hand side, you can see an example of where the fraudster has taken a post-it and used handwritten characters. In the center, this is an example of a Missouri identification card. Here, the fraudster has basically scratched out the last letter of the expiry date and then handwritten in a character. And then lastly, slightly more sophisticated fraud. This is digital manipulation. This is where the identity card has been imported to a software package like Photoshop. And then the last numeral, in this particular case, the number 2 has been inserted onto the document. So 3 increasing levels of superimposed text fraud attacks.
Are the users signing up for your service really who they claim to be? In today's digital world, that question has never been more important. Recent massive data breaches have put usernames, passwords, and credit files on the dark web, resulting in unprecedented levels of identity theft and account takeovers. Traditional methods of authentication can't prove the person logging in is actually who they say they are. With Jumio authentication, verifying the digital identities of your users is as simple as taking a selfie and far more secure than PINs or passwords. Jumio authentication uses advanced face-based biometrics to prove the trusted digital identity of an enrolled user. Combined with Jumio's one-time identity verification, you can truly know the identity of each user every time they log in. With complete end-to-end identity verification from Jumio, your users' selfies unlock rental cars, high-risk transactions, online accounts, and you can be sure that the user behind the screen is indeed who they say they are. Here's how Jumio authentication works. When a new online account is created, Jumio captures a photo of the user's valid government-issued ID, and the user takes a quick selfie that Jumio uses to create a baseline biometric template. Instantly, certified liveness detection analyzes the user's biometric template to prove they are a live person and not a spoof. Next, Jumio compares the selfie to the government-issued ID to establish and confirm the digital identity of the new user. Now, anytime the user needs to be authenticated, they simply take a selfie with a liveness check, generating a new biometric template that Jumio compares to the user's baseline template. If it's a match, the user's digital identity is unlocked instantly. With Jumio, authentication is simple as a selfie, with the security of proven-faced biometrics and certified liveness detection. Learn more at jumio.com/authentication. In a world of cyber criminals and data breaches, can you be sure your customer's digital identity matches their real-world identity? Jumio's identity verification solutions are trusted to ensure the person pictured in the ID and the person holding the ID are the same. Driven by face-based biometrics, compliant machine learning, and artificial intelligence, and backed by identity experts, Jumio's proprietary process identifies good customers faster with 3 layers of identity verification security, deters fraudsters and detects fraudulent activity in near real time, transforms customer not present transactions into identity present transactions, and delivers a state-of-the-art user experience highlighted by selfies.
So once you get here and you click on submit, the next step is that you'll be taken to the Jumio verification page. You saw in the video how that verification is done. So let's take note of that. Remember, it is a must for all of the ID card application forms. Once you get there and you're applying and it requests that you go through Jumio verification, please do not close it and say you come back next time. That process is real time and is instant. Once you complete that process, your application will be said is successful. And then administrators will be able to see it in their own system that you have completely submitted your application and you've done so successfully. Now we've covered about this ID card application aspect. Now let's go back again to the form page. The type D1, type D2 do not require Jumio verification. That also includes type D3. But the other three requires Jumio verification. Now, non-ID card application forms do not require Jumio verification, do not require payment. But the rest, the ID card application forms require payment. And the general approved payment for the ID card is $100. Please, it is $100. Before you have to pay before you see the form to fill. But we've changed it in a way that you have to fill the form first, go through Jumio verification before you pay. So make sure before you start filling that form, you are ready to complete it and go through the whole process. Do not start and you get halfway, you want to move back. This is another clue we want to give everyone tonight. Please, if you want, before you start to fill any of the form you select here, go through the form fields. For example, let's say you select the type A and it opens. First of all, go through the whole form fields, sex, male, this, all of them, go through all of them. Take your pen and your paper, put down your answers, and then come back and start filling the form. It will be very, very easy for you to go through this process. So that if there's a place, maybe, for example, asks you for your father's name or your father's address and you don't have it, you don't need to fill the form. You gather the information and add it to the paper you have, and then continue. Once you finish everything, you know that is right there. Then you'll be able to come back to the system and start filling the form. This will help you to have a smooth application process. So we've covered how the application forms works. What is involved? Remember, in summary, after filling the application form, you are going to undergo Jumio verification. And that verification process requires that you have your identity document handy, be it your passport ID or your national identity card or your driver's license. Now, this system is designed to offer two services. The first service is the one we've just concluded now. Now, the next service is the event, which is the upcoming event in Finland. So if you are here today and you want to know how to apply for the convention, please let me log out so that I can start that process fresh. So you'll be able to follow along. So let's say you come back to the website and you want to apply for your Finland convention ticket. You have to log in first. Remember, if you have not created an account yet, you need to use this option. Click here. Don't have an account, click here. If you're logging in and you're having an issue with your password, maybe you've forgotten it, use the forget password option here and you'll be able to reset your password. Now I'm going to log in. The step I'm taking now is for the convention, to register for the convention. So I'm going to click to go back to the home page since I'm now logged in. And you can see there's an event button at the top here on the menu. Click on that event. It will open the event page. You can see here, this is the place you can click to see information about the Finland upcoming convention. So I'm going to click on it. It will open this way. And here you see 2024 Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra. Event ticket, $300. Shared hotel booking, $160. And breakfast, $70 for the 5 days. And the price is $530. There's another type of ticket, event ticket only, which is $300. So whichever one you decide to choose, remember, you cannot pay for event ticket and come back later to pay for your shared hotel booking and then breakfast. No. If you do not have enough to pay for the first ticket, please do wait. Once you have the money, apply. Or you can speak to your administrator in your country. Now that we've been able to understand that there are two types of tickets here, you click on Get Ticket. And the ticket application, event application form will open. It will ask you for your first name, middle name, surname, email address, telephone number, country of residence. Choose your nationality. When you're choosing your nationality, you can select United States of Biafra. It's there at the beginning. Are you a Biafran national? Yes or no? That's your choice. Then upload your document. You can upload maybe your driver's license, your passport ID document, or your national ID. Did you attend BSRC 2023 event? If you didn't attend it, please click no. If you did, click yes. And once you click yes, it will ask you to upload or attach your convention certificate. This case, if you get here and you do realize that you attended the convention, but you do not have your convention certificate, please reach out to the Finland liaison officer, Mazushi. He'll be able to help you to get that done. Then the part that says, do you support Biafra referendum? You must respond to this, yes or no. That is your choice. And then choose ticket. We have two types of ticket there, as we have explained before. Either you choose this one or you choose the other one. And then you come down here and click I confirm. And then you submit. You are done. Remember, whether you apply for ID card and you submitted it successfully, you go through the Jumio verification and it went successful, please give the administrators time to review your application. Do not come back later after 1 hour or 20 minutes later or 24 hours to be asking what is the status of your application. Note, from your account, you will know the status of your application. Just come there. I will show you how you are going to be monitoring to know the status of your application. That is also applicable to this convention application form. Once you submit it, please wait. The convention form review takes 7 days. The ID card application forms takes 15 days at minimum. So give the administrators time to review all these applications, both the one for the convention and then the one for the ID cards. Once they make decision on your application, you will see it in your account. And how will you see it in your account? For example, let's say You log in and you want to check the status of your submitted application form for ID card. You see here, total registration form submitted. If I apply right now here, it will say 1. If it's pending, it will say 1. If the total registration form accepted by administrators, if they accept that one, it comes here and say 1. If you complete your form registration successfully, it will come here and say 1. If you do not see this number 0 change to 1, know that your ID card application has not been successfully done right by you, the user. If the form is rejected, you will see it here, 1. Now, when you apply for a ticket for the convention, once you submit, it will come here, total ticket, 1. Now, let's say you apply for a ticket. You come here, you want to check the status of your ticket. Click on purchased ticket option here at the top left side of your admin account or your user account dashboard. You click on purchase ticket, this place will open. You are going to see your ticket number, the date you purchase it, your name, the event name, the email, your email address, your telephone number, your payment, and then the status, whether it is approved, you will see it here. Whether it is rejected, you see it here. Whatever is done, you see it here. That is for purchase ticket. Now, let's say, as we were doing our presentation before, you selected the type A form, and you want to check the status maybe after 3 days. You come back, log into your account, click on submitted forms, and select that particular type of form you applied for. Tap on it. It will also open like this. You see your number, sex, date, name, email, and then the status of that ID card application form will be here. If it's reviewed, you will see. If it's pending, you will see. If it's approved, you will see. So you don't need to be calling or be in panic as to whether you have done this, whether the application has not been. Whatever action is taken by the administrators, you see it under this status button. It will be recorded here. So this is all about the ID card application process, the database registration process, and then the Finland Convention application process. So we've seen also that there's going to be Jumio verification if you're applying for ID cards. Make sure that you go through that Jumio verification process. It's very important. If you do not go through it, remember, administrators will not see your application. You will be seeing it pending, but we will not see it as pending. We will not even see anything until it is completed. Your application process is completed. You fill the form successfully and completely with accurate information. You go through the Jumio verification successfully, and you pay for your ID card. Then will administrators see that you have gone through the entire process, and they will have your information there at their disposal. So this is all about our presentation here this night. I don't know. I'm going to end it here now. If there's any question based on what I've presented, please feel free to ask. Back to you, our Chief of Staff.
All right, thank you so much. So that was a very good one. Thank you so much. That